welcome back to my channel. Today I'm a little bit earlier here, and that is because I am waiting for my friend to arrive, which should be about the time that I'm going offline today. Maybe, or maybe not. When my door rings, I am out, I guess. Alright, so let's see if we have acoustics and that everything works, because it's always good to know if everything works. So let's see if it works, and it does, so that's good. Alright guys, I hope you had an awesome week. As for me, I totally did. So I had an awesome week today, or this week, and randomly decided at the beginning of the week that I'm going to buy myself a new mattress, because the used, I don't know. Previously they were called in German Dänisches Bettenlager. So now they're used. I think it's what you call them. They have an awesome sale going on starting the wait, let me check that out, because I have the newspaper here. Yes, I still get newspaper. If I don't get any newspaper in terms of advertisements, like, no, I won't know if there are anything in there like that would interest me. So it started on the 19th October, and it is relevant until the November 29th. So they have a huge discount on mattresses, and my mattress is going to kill me at some point. It's not that it is a bad mattress, it's just that the mattress is really thin. It's only 15 centimeters thick, and I want a thicker yet. Like, I want a really thick mattress, so that so that when I lie on it, that I feel like I'm lying on a cloud. That's the feeling that I want. I want to feel like I'm lying on a cloud when I'm in my bed, and that's it. So back then, when originally I bought the mattress because I needed one. I stopped sleeping in my bed, I was really depressed, and I had some issues to work through with the therapist. So I stopped sleeping in my bed. I started to sleep on my couch. My couch was getting in its years. It was a really cheap couch. It only cost about $200, and for that it got pretty old. I mean, it was about 8 years old at that point when I decided to sell it privately for 10 euros. I still got 10 euros out of that couch. I mean, it was not completely damaged or anything. It was just like, you could started to see the area where I would sit most of the time. That's usually the time or the moment when you realize that you should probably replace your couch or bed, when you start to see the area where you usually sit or sleep. The same thing is happening to the mattress now. And the bad thing about the mattress is that I had a bed previously from IKEA. I'm not really sure if IKEA still has that. And if they do, I would recommend not buying it. So let's see, like bed, like, let's go and see what kind of beds they have, because I had one, I think similar to this one, but it wasn't with this high thingy. It had storage underneath, and it had something in front for storage, so it wasn't exactly this one. Where is it? It was one of those. Yeah, this is it. This bed is the worst bed that you could ever get. It's the worst. It sucks. It's such terrible, and I mean when I say terrible quality, it's insane. Building that thing was a huge freaking pain in the ass. I mean it. Truly. Hey AJ! Woo! Yes, I'm already online. I'm waiting for Neko-chan to arrive to test out my mattress, because I'm getting a new one and she needs one. So I think you can get about 1 or 2 more years out of my mattress, though. I looked at it in IKEA and I really didn't like it. Yes, I knew you didn't like it, but I didn't do it and I regretted it the whole freaking time, as you know. So I'm warning the public that this this bed is the worst of them all. I had never such a terrible experience with a bed. This looks even, like, let me zoom that in for you guys, like, so you can truly see it. Yes, yes, yes. Just leave me alone. This, like, I think I'm as close as you can get. This little area, like, where it goes from the white to the, what is it called in English? I don't know. Those thingies, the whole thingies, I don't know. And the mattress is laying on top of, I don't know. I just forgot. Anyways, this difference in height, it is, and if you have a only 15 centimeter mattress, it is noticeable. It is fucking noticeable that there is a height difference between the brown wood and the rest of the bed. It is fucking noticeable. Besides the fact that one of those things broke within the month, and I didn't do anything. I was just laying on it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was getting really loud. I was really loud. Wait, you cannot see if I was. So I'm sorry, but I'm really passionate about that. This is such a terrible bed. I would recommend not buying it, save the money, and get something else. Truly, get something else. If it has to be from IKEA, please make it something else. And I had drawers for this thing, so I paid much more than this. I had drawers. They didn't truly fit. I mean, they fit in the middle, but the drawers would be like the fronts went above the area where you would lie. So whenever I was sitting down, I could fucking feel it, that I was sitting on the fronts of the drawers. And I thought, okay, maybe I will get this to save space to put my clothes in. Yeah, my clothes got fucking dirty in there because you might think that this area where the shelves and drawers go are closed off at the top. No, they're not. They're not closed off. There's 15 centimeters, about 15 centimeters, where it's open space. So you're basically like, whatever dirt or whatever collects between the slit between these wood stuff that I forgot the name of and the mattress, it would collect dust and dirt like crazy. I have no idea. I have no idea just how fucking terrible this bed is. It's not worth the $299. It's basically just cardboard. Cardboard with a wood vinyl thing on top of it. Also, it doesn't have any fucking screws. It doesn't have screws. It's all about like pushing. Yes, you can see something here. I mean, this front part does have some screws. I mean, these 2 points, that's about it. But otherwise, it has plastic screws. And to build this frame, besides the front part, to build that frame, you have to kind of go with like putting it like in between to build some sort of pressure. It's all about pressure. You have this part in where it's supposed to be, so you put this one in and you bang against it, and this one chips out of it because you don't have fucking screws. This is such a terrible bed. The design is terrible. It does not work. It lays terrible. I mean, it is complete garbage. If you want to waste your money, please, by all means, go ahead. Waste 300 euros, but I promise you can get a much higher quality of a bed for 300 euros. Even, massive wood parts of beds, frames are more affordable and long lasting than this piece of shit. So, there you have it, my mind. As you can see, I was really frustrated with this bed. I even redesigned the bed so that I would like it more, but at the end I still hated it, and I'm so freaking in love with my new bed. It is massive wood. Like, it's truly wood. It's heavy. It's not cardboards. If I wanted cardboards, I would have gone and got myself some cardboard, and it would have been less than 300 euros, even though I paid much more for it. Okay, that's about the rambling of the most terrible experience of quality that I had with IKEA, because in my opinion, there's not many things from IKEA that I actually like. Most of the designs are just terrible, if you ask me. A lot of the things that they built is basically cardboard with a vinyl on top of it, so I don't like it because it's poor quality for the amount of money you pay. So, however, I have a few things that I like from IKEA, so I will point them out. Like I have a desk lamp from them that you can screw onto the desk. It's this one. I have it in gray, I think. This one. I have that one. Dark gray. That one actually is good. I like the quality. You can easily move it back and forth and all around. I truly like that one. So that is a good thing. And you get a good value out of the product that you buy for 15 bucks. I'm not even sure if I paid that much. Or if I paid less, more, I don't know. I have it for years. That is actually a good product. Something that I bought recently is the Raskok thingy. But I have a bigger one. I don't have the smaller one. I have the taller one, I think. Wait, is this one? Now I paid 10 bucks more for this thing. It's the same freaking thing. I feel cheated. I feel so terribly cheated with this one. But anyway, that is also a good quality. I can actually recommend that one from IKEA. It's not many things that I can. I mean, I really don't, I don't know. The designs are really terrible most of the times. These, like this one, this is nothing but cardboard with a vinyl on top of it. It's nothing else. It's not that stable. I don't get why people build beds out of it. I mean, you have a nice session on that thing with your partner and it grumbles. I'm pretty sure of it. It would grumble if you're really enthusiastic about it. Alright, so let's see if the shelf that I'm looking for still exists actually. I don't know. That one that I bought was about 15 or 20 bucks back then. And it held up really well. It is also pure wood, so it actually lasted. So if you do want to buy from IKEA, then make sure it's wood and not that vinyl, cardboard packaged vinyl. I mean, you build it once, tear it down, and it's gone. Where is it? I don't know. I don't even know what it's called. It's been so long. So I couldn't even tell. I mean, this is a really beautiful color. You know, the sage green. It's kind of literally my apartment now. My living room. I remade it. Yes, I painted my walls. I repainted my walls and oh my god, this feels so awesome. It looks so good, AJ. I'm telling you, my living room now feels incredible when you walk into. I mean, the cozy spa was totally worth it. And it now feels like a cozy spa too. Where's the stupid shelf that I'm looking for? I mean, you look for something and you can't find it. What the fuck? Maybe I should kind of like go by this. I mean, it's 60. Like, it should be around this one. Like, it's 60 and it's woodsy. It's similar to this, but it's not this one. Do they even still have that? I mean, it's pretty old. When did I buy that? I have no idea. It's at least, it's tall and you have about 5 shelves that you can screw into. Oh my god, they don't even have it anymore. It's a good value because I really didn't pay much for it. Maybe it's among those? Oh my god, that shelf is gone that I have. Incredible. They took it out. It was pretty good quality. It held up. I even had it on my balcony for a while, and it's still pretty good. I mean, you can still use it. It was pretty dirty too, but clean it and you're done. I mean, somehow these I don't know, they kind of look all the same. Boring. Same and boring. Hmm. Yeah, they don't even have it anymore. They don't have it anymore. So yeah, the other thing that I would totally be able to recommend to you, they don't have it anymore. So if you buy from IKEA, please make sure it's wood, and then make sure it's not cheap wood, plywood, like I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I think the lamps are good usually. Maybe I am still looking for a lamp, so we could actually see if they have something for me. Like, do you have something for me in terms of lamps? I'm still looking for sconces for my living room. I'm not sure if I have a standing lamp though. I mean, I don't want something like this because I already have it. I think I have a standing lamp from them too. The white one, AJ. I think the white one still. It really looked good on the yeah, the bed really looked good on the picture though. I mean, these lamps look good too, but I think I have a standing lamp from IKEA. This is a whole freaking dust collector. I wouldn't recommend it. A friend of mine has it, and it's covered in dust. The amount of times you have to dust this thing is absolutely not worth it if you ask me. So where are the lamps? Just show me all the products. How do I get there? Why do I only see these few? This is not what I want. This is not what I want. It's not what I need. Yeah, just show me the freaking lamps. Not just part of them, I mean all of them. Yeah, now I'm somewhere. I mean, this website is terrible if you ask me. I've seen better. Alright, I need something for my wall. It shouldn't be like directly connected to this. It should be like with a plug. I do need something with a plug. I think I have similar to this one. But yeah, I want to get rid of it. It doesn't fit in my new living room. I need something cool, cozy, livable, not whatever those are. What are those? I mean, what? There's nothing with this. This is like plain Jane. It has absolutely no character. Why are there so many without character? I mean, this has character. I mean, not that the would this lamp would actually show much besides the spot it's basically lighting on upon it, but come on, give me a little bit more light. Oh my god. What is this? What is this? No! This basically wasted space. Just turn on the lights at your ceiling. This looks like something you should put outside, not inside. No. You will be blinded with these if you hang them this low. I mean, jeez. This has some sort of character, but I still don't want it in my living room. I need something with brass, something that I can put onto the wall. I need not this. Do they have other things that I can actually use? Maybe this one does something that has something that I want. I kind of need something like this, but only with, and I would need to be able to actually hang it on a wall. I would need something like this, and I would need it in brass, and or maybe in sage green. Something like this, like, but this is gold. I don't really want gold. I want brass. This one. This one could be something. It has kind of like an industrial design. Not sure if it would truly work with the design that I've currently going on. But you can actually mount it onto the wall. it seems. You can clip it onto a shelf, so they have different versions there, and you can probably turn it around and around. Like, I could probably turn it up, like it kind of, the light is up and then down, but it wouldn't be far out enough for me to actually use it on my couch. So, no. Mm, I mean, you can kind of extend it, it seems, but it's not truly what I want. And it doesn't have the right colors either, so that's no. Too bad. It was close, like 50% closer than the rest. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of a microphone stand. Like, let's start singing, here's the microphone. And somebody else doesn't want to be in the shot. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, let's blind ourselves with light. I love indirect light, not direct light. That's a real thing between my friends and I. AJ likes light, and she constantly remarks that my apartment is dark, even though I have lights on, but they're not bright enough for her. By the way, I had to change my light bulb from my standing lamp because the new wall color was sucking up the light and it felt really, really dark, even to me. Now it's kind of like before because I put in a higher wattage light bulb. So I have a okay light, but my idea that I had with putting lights left and right from my couch in this direction onto the wall would actually make it sure that I do have more light. So you would actually enjoy it, AJ. I'm really sure you will. Okay, so we kind of got distracted here. I got distracted, not you guys. You can't do anything. Like, if I get distracted, I get distracted. It's not like you did it on purpose. Alright, but what I actually wanted to go through is Capacities released a new. What's new? Yes, I know I always get distracted. AJ says that I always do. I mean, it's a hard thing at work. I mean, yesterday at work, I was a complete and utter asshole, in my opinion. I was so agitated yesterday. I even felt so bad that I apologized to my colleague that I really, really, um, I really think I had a terrible tone yesterday when I told her, you don't do anything. Because I was so freaking annoyed. It was so bright. Everything was so bright. And it was kind of blinding me. And on my monitor, everything was swimming around and I couldn't see anything. It was so bright and all I could think about, oh my god, this is so fucking bright, make it dark. I want darkness. Turn off the freaking light. And the woman, my colleague that usually turns on the light because it's too dark at her where she sits, she wasn't doing anything. What does she need the light for? So I turned it off and she was like, oh no, it's so dark. I'm like, you're not doing anything. You're not working. um, yeah, I apologize because I don't know what tone I had on in that moment, but I don't think it was a good one. So I definitely apologize for that. She was like, it's okay. But I said, no, it's not okay. If you don't use the right tone in your voice and you're really being disrespectful to your coworkers, you definitely should apologize for that. So I totally did. And also, I am going to the eye doctor to get my eyes checked because my colleagues are getting really worried about it. I'm getting worried and annoyed about it too, by the way, because of my light sensitivity that I'm sprouting recently, and it seems to be getting worse. And this week was terrible. I mean, it was like light on, light off, light on, light off, blinds off, blinds up, blinds down. I mean, it kind of was never right. It was either right for me and not for the rest. Mainly my colleague that directly sits next to me because she has really the A card, if you ask me. That's the darkest area you can actually sit, in my opinion. The others are kind of like brighter. But this is the darkest area, and she sits there and always wants light. I want light. I need bright. And I'm like, yeah, it's too bright for me. Just let us switch places, and I bet it's gonna be alright. You have your tons of light in the, next to the windows. I mean, there's a huge windows. And I have my darkness in the corner. I just want to be in a corner in the darkness. So yeah, I'm going to the eye doctor and see if I can get something that actually reduces my light sensitivity that I seem to have really badly these days. Yeah, let's hope I get an appointment really quickly soon, but we're in Germany. Hope is I get it within this year still, or otherwise I'm going crazy. And my colleagues are going to go crazy. Because, oh no, I really need my break that I'm going to have this next 2 weeks. I mean, I was like, now now I'm gone for the next 2 weeks, and you can let in all the light in the sun you want. Nobody's going to disturb it. Yeah. Alright, so they fixed some stuff and worked on some other things. Also, they have something new. And that is, they have Kanban! They have Kanban view now. You can now view everything in the Kanban, like to read, reading, reviewing highlights and read and stuff like that. You can actually do that. And the previous things that I talked about, like the grouping part where you could group stuff, was indeed the precursor to the Kanban view. You need the grouping function to actually be able to do this Kanban view. So they have that now. Woo woo! And I really like that. Not that I use it much, but it's really nice to have. So let's go back to the fixes they did. So they fixed the share and export menus. They're working now, and they fixed the bug where line wrapping behavior in code blocks could not be changed on mobile. I'm not really sure what that is about, but the app definitely needs more improvement on that part. And they also improved the horizontal paddings for Kanban columns. I think they made it less. I mean, they were pretty far apart, the Kanban boards. Better performance in table view and data view in general. New property creation model is now more forgiving. The model no longer closes if the cursor strays slightly outside while typing on or configuring a new property. Yeah, that was a real pain lately. This reduces accidental cancellations and improves keyboard first workflows. Hide objects types from calendar sidebar. In the object setting, you can now select to hide an object type from the daily calendar sidebar on the right. That would be right, this section. So I could actually hide stuff here now. That's something new I didn't know. Then you can create new tab button in space tabs. If you have multiple tabs, you can now simply add a new one by click on the plus button. Hey, let's check that one out. I mean, no, it's still up there. I don't have a tab, but let's just open something in the tab. Can we open inside panel in new tab? So, and then it should have, oh yes, there it is. Would be nice if you could do that without having another tab open, like if it were like, if I could like just do it now without opening a tab beforehand, that would be pretty awesome. That would be even better. But it's nice, if you have a tab already open, you can simply use the what do I have to click? Click Curdle, CTO. That doesn't work. Do I have to click something else? Like, no. That doesn't really work. Like, now you can do that. So next we should have this plus button always. So if you're like in this and you don't have a tab open and you want one open, to have simply this thing, because if you do like, that doesn't work either. I mean, open preview. That would be Alt and up. And click. What is click? Enter? No. Not really sure what the click thing is. I don't get along with the shortcuts and capacities. It would be awesome if I could make my own shortcuts. That would be really awesome. So, let's see, like, shortcuts. Do they have that somewhere? The shortcuts? Like, see if you can have it somewhere. Where's the list of shortcuts? Oh. Okay, let's look at this later on. Just go back for now. Then we have another more fixes regarding toggles and to-dos. Regarding Android, editor bug were fixed. There were 2 tickets actually. Yeah, so there are other things that are that have been fixed where there were tickets coming in. So they have new stuff there. So okay, let's see if we can get the shortcuts. Like, I kind of want to know what the shortcuts are. All right, so we have here shortcuts in general. So this is a list of all the shortcuts. What do I actually have to use to open a new tab? This is text editing. This is general. Open settings, new content, search space, toggle. Undo last. Yeah, this is CTRL and set. So that one I already knew. To go to calendar, double click or use keyboard. Shortcut trace to jump to today. How the fuck are you supposed to push that? And what the fuck is CMD? Which task? Which is CMD? And oh my god. I need a view of a keyboard to show me what a CMD is. Oh, this is Mac. So let's go with shortcuts for Windows. Then I actually know what they're talking about. Ah, so it's Curdle and Old in age. So that's that. So anyways, we wanted to have a new tab. How? Block editing, page, navigation. Is that under navigation? Yeah, under content. Okay. What does click mean? Open content in new tab. Curdle click. I mean, do I, like, this? No. How am I supposed to open this? Let's go to notebooks, like. Ah, that works. So it doesn't really work with links, which is weird. But if you go to whatever it is you want to open and push CTRL, and then click it with your mouse, it actually does open in a new tab. Oh. Why doesn't it work with links? That's weird. Or is it just certain links that it doesn't work on? Let's change the view of this one and do an inline link like this. Yes, this one works. So it's if it's embedded, it doesn't work, but seems other types of links do work with this variation. So let's see. Let's use a smart card. Maybe let's see if that's right. So I'm pushing CTRL and click it. So that works too. Alright. So just embedded doesn't work, it seems. You push the CTRL and then you click it with your mouse. That is actually working. So I better save that web page. I'm most likely going to need it at some point. Let's turn this back into an inline link because I don't need it right now. And inline web link. Edit. And these are short. Where's my S? Like shortcuts. In capacities. Capacities. Okay. let's do something like icons. Is there an icon for short? Oh yeah, there are some shorties. Let's go with this. Not that it makes much sense, but let's go with this. Can we actually change the color of the icon? That would be cool. So let's see. Purple? Not really. But it would be cool if you could actually change the color of the icons. So let's see. I do have somewhere Kanban board already integrated some, I think, dashboard. I thought I had it here, like, let's see. Yeah, here it is. So you have a narrator, author, manga, and other. So these are actually why isn't this category? She is actually author and narrator, to be honest, because she does both. And Lily Main is an author. Okay. So we have that. And you can actually do like switch them around like this. So I wouldn't even have to have, I didn't have to go inside, I just realized. But you can actually do that. Like Kanban is here. And let's see, did I do it somewhere else? I think with the books I did something similar. This is sorted by author, the books. Which books are ever like written by certain authors. And this should be a little bit thicker because it's not really visible. It's annoying. The UI on this one is kind of weird. So they have them all sorted by the author. You can also, like, this is Kanban view because this is author sorting. So if you do have like a query, you could use the Kanban board. So this is by medium, like this is empty medium. Pretty Mess is actually a ebook. So I could change that to medium book because I don't have ebooks here, like as a total thing. This one I have had both, like as a book and an audiobook, and I really don't know or not sure why. Oh my god, this totally worked. I did the Readwise integration and it actually entered it here. Cool. Into my books. This is what I'm currently listening to. The Night Prince. This is more like a podcast, like an audiobook. So there's that. This audiobook. It is still going on. Unleashing Mayhem. I also have it as an audiobook. But there are no reviews. But I am testing out the Readwise function currently. So yeah, maybe there is something from Pretty Mess here, but doesn't seem like it. Just something that I've written regarding this. This is totally a 5-star rating, so this is totally something you could read. It's really awesome. I like it. Yeah, is something here? No. I haven't tried it with many things yet, to be honest. But I wonder if I have Trouble to Date and Murder. If I have it twice now. The Trouble. Yeah, I have it twice now. I have it. The Trouble with Trying to Date a Murderer here, and then I have it again here. So there's a double thing going on now. Because that's the quotes that I have from Readwise. And this is, wait, And this is what I've written, like this is my review. It would be awesome if the Readwise version would actually integrate, but they did say it is that it is easier now. Like that you can more easily integrate two things now. So let's see how that works. Move. Wait. Maybe just this one and then select and then move. Books. It's this one that I have. And now it's in here, so I'm not really sure if that actually worked the way I wanted it to. Okay, but it's still there, like it's still here. But I kind of want that in what I already have. Like, why? So, if you do use Readwise, how do you use it correctly? I mean, it is totally here, but it's more like a link rather than a true integration. I mean, I could change the view into embed, but I totally don't want this like as an extra. I mean, if you do already synchronize this, at least give me the rest of it. I mean, what? Also, Readwise is not for free. Oh, AJ says she sees David. Yes, I am thinking of getting a picture from him so that I can add it into my people and authors thing. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'm happy with this. But it's nice to have actually like quotes. So I am happy with that. So I'm totally gonna like put it down here. Because I'm totally going to delete that one. Because I really don't need it. Twice. So I only need it here. So these are two quotes. Which is kind of cool. But what else? Okay, you can add a note, you can turn it into an object, and you can change the color. And I would totally go with cyan or maybe emerald. Let's go with emerald. So yeah, so it does work, the integration, and there are certain things that you can actually do. Like tell them what it is supposed to do, but I haven't truly tested out how to get it to actually integrate into the objects that I already have. So I need to play around with Readwise a little bit further. I'm currently on the free plan or on the trial plan, to be told. And that is still going on for, I think, the last time I checked was 16 days. So I think it's only going to be going on for another 10 days, I think. And I'm not really sure if I do want that continuing. Yeah, adopts a vampire. So I do have it synchronized to my Amazon account too. So it actually, well, Kindle, to be told. So it actually pulls everything out of Kindle and then puts it into Capacities. So you kind of need 8 more days I have left for this. And let's see. I can actually like the tags, and it was save tag, and then yeah, so I have that, but not really sure how I can actually get it into the book itself in Capacities. So it might be better to not have it synchronized into a already existing um, into an existing object, but create your own object for Readwise, and then kind of go in and tag them and link those quotes into the books wherever they belong to. Because currently I have it synchronized to books because I thought it might actually go in here. I'm also not sure when it will be synchronized, truth be told, or if it's truly going to go in and actually create a new pretty mess. Which would be terrible because I don't want things double. But the idea in it of itself is a really cool one because when you're reading in Kindle, you can really easily make highlights and having them like within capacities. So like in a nutshell, like within the book object you created, that would be really cool. That I have to admit would be awesome. So I am. Let me check if I actually going to dox myself if I do that right now. Or if I actually can show you. If I were to actually change the settings, because sometimes you would be able to see my email address and stuff like that. I really don't want that. No, you actually wouldn't see anything. So, let me show you with read write. Oh my goodness. The change in color is really intense between my two monitors. So this is the Readwise integration. It is within beta for now. So it will become available in the future, but currently it's not. So you can actually use it with other things too, because Readwise does collect all quotes that you have. But currently it goes into book, and I can map out the properties where I want those to go if I wish it, but I don't. But what I am going to do, I'm going to create a new object for quotes and then have them linked to my books. And that I'm going to set up now while you guys are there too. So let's create a new object, and I will go with the custom one. Oh no, there's a quote one. Let's use that one. It's fitting. So use the template. We're using the template for quotes now. And yeah, I don't really want that. But what I'm going to do is create a new one and see what other properties we have. I mean, it should have more properties. Let's go and change the properties because I think I need more properties than that. Oh, there we are. Alright. So, object settings. I want the... And I think I'm gonna go with labels, like status, I think, or not. I totally want them selected, like connected to books. I totally want that connected to books. Eh? Blocks? Yeah, icon. Where's my property? And then books. What the heck? heck is going on? I had that problem before. I'm not really sure why. I mean, why do I have to add the name there to add it? And what? I don't know. That should be a single one, create. I don't know, I liked it before when you clicked it here and it would automatically create it. Now you have to go this whole three. I don't like that. Because I get confused. I think I created the object or the property itself, but I didn't. What the fuck? Just open it up like before. Huh? What was the point of changing that? I have absolutely no idea why they changed it. Because I get irritated with it. I just want to know, like, go add property and I want a cover image. I don't want to name it in that moment. I just want to have the cover image. I mean, why would I have to name the cover image? I mean, it's a cover image. What other name would I give it than cover image? And why does it have single and multiple? What? Did they change something there? A single select image property. Why can't I actually decide which one I want? Eh? Capacities, what the heck are you doing? You're making it more complicated. You're supposed to make things easy, not complicated. Just, no. This is a change they didn't have to do, in my opinion. It's truly a change that I was not prepared for, and I still get confused by it. That I have to name it right now when it's here. Like, no, just no. Don't have me name it right here. Like, just let me click it and then name it. Like, in a full view, like this. Like, if I go into this now, like this. Let's just open this. Then I have, like, everything that I need, that I want. You know? This is better. Just give me the overview. Okay, so I want a default link as a small card. Let's do it like that. There are templates. You can also change the way it is viewed, like an integrate. I don't think that is necessary. And also, I don't need the object type, content, collections. I don't need text, maybe cover image, totally, and which book it belongs to. And I want this directly under there. So, quotes and readwise. Let's go with readwise quotes. Okay, and it is books, so let's go with something sort of greenish, like teal. Alright, so because we're gonna drag this down to the books, so it's kind of like close to where the others are. Like so. Alright, so I already did the trouble thing, but now let's change it. Now we have the new property where it is supposed to go and save. Now we're gonna go and change it in here and say we want everything to go in here. You know? An article would automatically be a web link, a podcast would be a web link, and if I were to have these types of thing, I could also say where it should go if I wanted to. There's also tweet and PDF, tag synchronization. Both capacities and revise have tags. Choose if and how they are synchronized from the options below. You can say you ignored tags. You can match the existing tags. Would be good probably to match them together, or import all tags. seeing that I have tags that are tagged like pink. I don't know if I want to import all tags. Add sync tags in Capacities. Every content in Capacities will have the sync tags applied. The sync tags is this one that you have up here. I saved it like into, if I add this tag, it will automatically be synced to Capacities. So I could add another tag if I wanted to, but that wouldn't make much sense, I think. But if I were to add tags within Readwise, it would add those, or sync tag in Capacities. I don't need the sync tags. I mean, I don't need this in Capacities, so no, ignore that. At least that's how I understand it. You can also use like the add space and do the same thing for another space and have it a different tag, and it would automatically like sync into a different space. So that is also a possibility that you could do. But I also know that it is going to be a pro feature, so it seems you will have to decide what you want to do. And currently I'm not even sure if Readwise is free, or if they have a free plan actually. Readwise. Pricing, genau. Alright, so they have a light and they have a normal one. I think I'm currently on this one, but the light one for $5.59 would be daily review, email and app, easily browse and search your entire highlight library, and it would also sync new highlights from all sources. So what you wouldn't have is organize your highlights with tags and notes, export your highlights to Notion, Obsidian and more. So like Logseed, Database, Markdown and others. And this came as also like Capacities. So you would actually have to use this one to be able to use this function. So I don't think I'm going to continue using it, even though it's a really cool, awesome feature to have. Because I don't feel like adding another subscription to my list of things that I have to pay for. And as you can see, I have 8 days left in my trial, and after that I'm probably going to delete it again. So no, I'm not going to continue. So if you go to Reader, this is what it gets. I mean, get started for free. It's a beta version right now. So yeah. As I said, I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue with that one though. But for now, let's see if the one that I actually approved is getting synchronized here. Or if I have to kind of like synchronize. Because I did actually save quite a few tags. Okay. Or a few quotes, truth be told. But they also kind of put in the quotes that other people had or did for the book. Like the most like the most passages that are marked with highlights. I saw that by reading on Kindle that it would show me the highlights other people did, and I was like, why would you mark that? That has absolutely no reason. It's not funny or witty or anything. Like, why would you highlight something plain like that? So yeah, a lot of time I didn't really get the point of marking something like that. And sometimes I would simply mark the place or the area where it stops, so I would mark the first word. So those I probably don't need. something that I actually highlighted, it seems, from the Vampire Club is you cure cancer and something worse will happen. Humans might overrun the planet more than they already are. You cure world hunger and you cause thousands of other species to die. You bring peace, but what you've really done is taking away free will. Big things like that have big consequences that none can see all of, and often the cure is worse than the disease. This is actually something really cool. Let's see, add hike, like save it. Vampire Club is actually written by X Artare, and it's a really cool author that I'm into. So, yeah. The ones that I have in here are see that I can get as many of them into capacities as possible while I have this free trial thing going on. So, yeah. So that I actually use it. I have a break from work this time around, so I have nothing but time for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, but I'm not really sure how quick this actually synchronizes. Last time I tried it, it wasn't like intense as like right away. It wasn't there right away. Alright, so this is the Readwise version um, for this application. So, yeah. All the variations, how you can actually get quotes within your capacities is simply by copying and pasting from Kindle, like mark the place you want to copy and then copy it. I mean, it's not that hard, you know? It's just not automatically in there, you know? I mean, just know whether you truly want another subscription or not. Just beware because subscription can add up quickly and fast. $10 here, $10 there, $13 there, another 15 there, and you lose your side of it, and then you spend what, 700 euros because you're on every subscription there is out, that there is. So don't do that. Please don't do that. Alright, so we did the Kanban. Oh, here they are the quotes, like, nice. Let's take a look in there. Hey, Adopt the Vampire. It's also, this AJ Sherwood Adopt the Vampire is incredibly cute, guys. Really, really cute. She wrote, as far as I've read, it is something she wrote on her Patreon for her Patreon supporters. It's a pretty short story, actually, and I'm really sad that there isn't more from it because it's such a cute, really, really cute. I can't imagine saying it more. A really cute story. This actually is, I'm not really sure if this actually is a quote that I did or that just other people used to do. He's gay, Marissa explained to Anthony seriously. He won't wear it. Marissa, it's not because I'm gay, it's because I have eyes, pointing a finger at the jacket. I informed them sarcastically, and my eyes will flee from their sockets if I put that on. Yeah. It's not a bad it's not bad. But it's a cool one. Like, okay, we have another one. No, it's just kind of like double. Why is it double? Why is it double? Did I actually put something in twice? let me check my properties here. Did they put that in automatically? Like, I don't know. Let's delete the cover image because I think that's because why it is double. Now it's completely gone. What the heck? Well, I don't actually need the cover page though. I don't need the picture. Alright, then we have this. So what I'm going to do now is kinda link this to the book. Do I actually have the book in here? the Vampires Club. So I'm not really sure why this is like a weird version, because this is actually how it's written. Do I actually have that in there? I'm not really sure. Yeah, I actually do. So let's check that one out. It's pretty empty. So let's add the book thingies. And now we see in the backlinks we have something in the audiobook list, because I do actually listen to it. And we have the book one with the quote. There you have the quote now. If I wanted to like have it in here, I could easily link it like this, quotes, and then Vampires Club, and then simply add it and turn it into a mini card, and then you have your links in here too. You don't have to go to the back links to actually see them, but you could. They're always there. In terms of audiobook lists, this is a whole list of audiobooks. It's not even up to date. It is truly not up to date of the books that I have, because I have more now. I have more. Way more. So yeah, it also added this right rain. Okay, so let's go to the other quote, this Adopt a Vampire. We're also adding the book here, and that is Adopt a Vampire. So we have that one. Let's go there. And also I'm going to add it here. And I'm also going to turn it into a small card. And I think I'm going to actually make sure it always turns into that, because you can actually do that in the settings. Default link is small card. I actually did that. Sometimes it doesn't work the way I want it to. So I actually did do that. Yeah. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Who knows what it is about? I don't know if it's related to anything else than that. So yeah. But you could also like add a quote this way. Like maybe I will rename it at some point. So yeah, let's see if other things going to show up here at some point, and then I will kind of like edit. I don't think I need tags for this, because the only thing that I'm interested in is actually connecting it to the book. And as you can see, some more quotes that I did actually showed up for Adopt a Vampire. Marisa weighed me and weighed me. I answered, grinning. I think I've become her favorite project. What's this? Barrett, I swear on the next full moon, if you come in here, I will hijack your phone and change your autocorrect so that it says "nyum" whenever you try to type anything. I will make every messaging app you have useless. Do you understand me? This was a threat. The most colorful, amazing thread that I've ever read, I think. As any other vampire would, I have taken him as my child. I do have a clan who would welcome him, but his eyes darted to me, and he looked rueful. I have a feeling suggesting so would shorten my lifespan. And he's a vampire, he's immortal. And it would still shorten his immortal lifespan. I'm not really sure how you shorten an immortal lifespan, but it would be shortened. Yeah. So it actually does, as I said, sometimes I only mark one word. And yeah, I really have to like clearly highlight. I don't want that. I mean, that's not a good one. It's just like that I knew where I stopped reading. And while reading Vampires Club, I actually didn't do many highlights. It wasn't something that I did while I was reading over Kindle. So if I were to be actively even active on Kindle and wanted all the quotes in here, I would have to pay another $10, like Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't think so. But it's a nice feature to have if you are interested in that. Totally go for it. It is working really well, as you saw. You even saw it, like synchronizing with the rest of it, which is nice. So let's see when my friend is actually coming. Okay, so she is almost on her way. Because when she is here, I will have to stop, or at least like I'm going to stop in 10 minutes. I tried to trial from Papyrus for the next days. Ooh! So you have it already, the trial, AJ? Papyrus is a really nice author writing program. And do you like it? She says she's already trying it. Is it what you thought it would be? Like, what you wanted? So, so we have this, and I wonder if I can actually put this in a Kanban view. So yeah, Kanban view is also possible with this, like, which cool. Not that I would be any, what I would, that I would any, I can't speak anymore. Not that I have any reason to do so, but yeah, I could totally do that. AJ wrote, still need to test it more, only had a little bit of time. Yeah, good thing it's the weekend. Don't try all the functions yet. But did you try the functions you were most excited about yet? AJ wrote, no, need to import a file next. I really hope that you can import the files you had with Scrivener. Because if you can't do that, it would be really weird. It would be so terrible because you would have to kind of like switch between the programs or would lose the data. AJ wrote, so I can test it. So yeah, you have to import a file. You could also create a new one. AJ wrote, no Scrivener didn't export right. What? Oh my god, no. That's terrible. Jesus. I really don't like it if you can't export and then import the file somewhere else because then you're kind of bound to the program. AJ wrote, I put everything in Google Docs. Took me over 11 hours. Oh my god. Yeah. Switching from one program to another and transporting all your data from one to the other can be really, truly time intense. And if you have a way to export your data so that you can import somewhere else, that it also is like possible to do because it's not kind of screwed by the program itself that you can only re-import it into the same program because I'm new. You have to do it manually, like by copy pasting stuff, and that is exhausting. Only over 1 hour. So you didn't take 11 hours, but 1 hour? You didn't have much stuff in there, did you? If it only took 1 hour, it couldn't be that much, I think. But yeah, the more you have in one program, the longer it takes. AJ wrote, but I also needed to make screenshots of every picture to put it in the Google Docs because you could copy the text. Oh, yeah. The only good thing about Snippet is, though, that the moment you have the screenshot, you can actually go with strong V for entering. You don't have to actually put it into the copy space area. It's automatically there. I learned I planned in one story already 45 people. Oof. 45 people. Ooh, that takes time. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if you have anything else that I wanted to talk about because I didn't really make a plan today. Most of the time it's just like me doing something random stuff. We did that, and we're chatting about random things. Hey, I'm totally into what I've planned today, which was basically 5 minutes before I went online. Okay. Yeah, so we have that. So it's kind of like, I really like this part. Like, it's easy to log in and do stuff, and sometimes stuff takes a little bit longer. But there are ways how you can get stuff into capacities, as you saw. You could use readwise, or you could simply go with copy paste in that area. What I am interested about is Kindle available on Linux? Hmm, what is this? Hmm. The Python Bibliothek E-Book sowie Kindle-Dateien. Sie kann EPUB-Dateien automatisch lesen, okay. Und Schreiben-Kinderunterstützung ist in Entwicklung. Okay, so, not really. But I think you can actually simply log into Kindle in the web page. Is that possible? Or is it just like the app? Huh. Hmm. So yeah, I could actually do that. So let's check something else out. If I go into that, it seems like if I go into a book, I can actually read it on my PC, it seems like. Which is kind of funny. And then you can also like copy paste it here, I think, and mark it and note it. So that is also a possibility to simply have those two things side by side and then simply go with whatever you marked and then copy it into capacities. That's also a possibility. So as I said, there are always ways how you can do certain things, and yeah, that is also really a version of how you do it. I'm not really sure if I can like copy and then like, is that possible? Yeah, that's also possible. So you could also go with strong CMV. That's also a way to do it. So you don't actually need readwise to get things, to get your highlights out of there. You just need to highlight them and then log into a page, put them side by side the way I'm doing it here right now, and then simply copy paste it. I mean, as I said, there are always ways how you can work around certain things, so you don't necessarily need readwise. Finish the imported stuff before you go. What imported stuff? That is already finished. I only have these two. I didn't do more than that. Like, that's it. You mean I should finish the readwise stuff? But I'm doing that on my phone. I'm not doing that on my PC because I have readwise on my PC. I could. Wait, could I do that here? Was I logged in? I'm not really sure. But yeah. Wait, let's see. Oh my god, this is gigantic. okay, so this is what it looks like if you're going to readwise, import, export stuff. So connect, browse, everything, resources. Few more. Like you have your daily review stuff. This is how to use it, and you can say yes, no, disregard, and you can actually tag it with save if I wanted to. But this is disregard. So few more highlights like Rowan. This is a blue edit. Like this actually I don't need. This is also just me marking where I stop reading. Yeah, let's see how many I have. This is also just me marking where I stop. This is, yeah, just me marking where I stopped. As you can see, the Exartare is really a thing. Also, Cinders and Ashes, awesome. They have all 3 books in a bundle on Kindle, which is a really good one. So, if you do look for a new book, okay, here's Pretty Mess. So this is actually one that I did. Whereas the spirit is willing, but the flesh is rather weak tonight. I'd say the spirit is a bit pissed off too. So like tag it with your saving tag, whatever that might be. If I were to synchronize all the tags, it would automatically have a pink tag. So if you do have some sort of color coordination or like coloring system in Kindle, then this color might be important to you. To me, it's actually not. So then just click done. This is not important. Show me more. So, my lips quick. He hate that I thought of myself in that way, but that's yet another reason why he's irresistible. He's more horrified than I am by the relationship. So this is actually not what I made, on what I annotated. And my thoughts to this was, how can he know your feelings if you never told him? Duh. Is I totally saving that one. So let's save it. And this is not one to keep. So, oh yeah, this is so totally something that I did, so we're totally saving that one. No, we're not keeping that one. And then you go simply through your highlights, and as I said, this is synchronizing with your Kindle and everything that is in there. So you will have a whole bunch of highlights depending on how many you actually use in there or how active you are. This is already something that no, yeah, right, I think that is in there. I'm not really sure. Let's add the tag and keep it. This is the tag and keep it too. So this is just me marking my area. Didn't I already have that in? Why would it tell me again? Now let's save it. Keep. Because I thought I already did that. So this is just the review stuff. You can import highlights and export them too. Everything. You can also browse if you wanted to. How many highlights you have with each. Documented, save, like could go by this. And there are 60. Why would I actually use this? Like, no. I don't actually need that there. I don't want to have those quotes in mind. Yeah, I don't really need these either, so. And yeah, as I said, I wasn't really active in using those. These are supplemental books. This is something that I entered later on. And I think I already did that. But yeah. Let's save those. And then see if Capacities actually is like Um, do I actually have to go with done with this? Damn, I'm going to be so spoiled living here. And yes, I'm moving in even though Fox and I haven't discussed living arrangements yet. He's really, really pushy, this guy. But yeah. As I said, these are easy, like use a search for a book. Let's see. AJ writes, das Wichtige, was du heute noch zeigen wolltest. Imported. This is it, I think. I forgot. I would have to replay the video to know. But this is kind of like Kanban view that I did earlier. So yeah, this is kind of me showing readwise. It will be a pro function after the beta phase is over. Currently it's still in beta, so you would have to be a believer to actually be able to access this one. So, but for the future you could totally use it, like. So the trouble with saving an sort of assassin, I think. Is this how we write it? We don't have supplemental highlights for this book yet. Sorry about that. So some don't have highlights, it seems. I would have to read it on Kindle to make those highlights, because I only have it as an audiobook as well as physical books. So, what is this? Ah, okay. Automatically export your highlights to Tana. Export your highlights to Notebook LM. Export them to Apple Notes. Chat with your highlights. You can now use AI to chat with your entire library of highlights directly in Readwise. Yeah, that's not a function that I need. AI themed reviews. I don't need AI to review things. I want people to review things. Audio reviews. You can now listen to your Readwise daily reviews on the go. This includes includes high quality voices and natural transitions, resulting in a personalized podcast-like listening experience of the best ideas you've read and want to revisit. I have a feeling that is a really AI sounding voice that I won't like. So yeah. Oh wait, these were my statistics. Yeah, as I said, so I have been on not that long. So anyways, seeing that I am over the time and my friend is about to come. Oh my god, look at this. So many more that have entered here that I absolutely do not need. Oh my god. So let's do multiple selecting, and as I said, those actually aren't true quotes that I actually wanted to keep. And yeah, how to use Readwise. I really don't know who would want those bookmarks. I didn't, most certainly didn't make them. I've never read that book. But we are going to actually edit, because I already have it like a few in there, and now we have even more. But we already have some here. So, alright, so that was it for me, and I'll see you next time. Bye. It definitely took too long.